I'm not exactly sure what's going on at the moment. I would start playing the game, but I can't see the stream. I think YouTube's screwing up. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. Is YouTube gonna behave this time? Is YouTube gonna actually show the stream this time, or is it gonna do the same thing? It's showing the stream as after. Is it? No. No, it's still not working. Why is this a thing? Is it gonna behave this time? Stream resumed. Hey, we're live. Thank the Lord. Oh, is it dropping? What's going on with YouTube today? Because I've instantly got buffering issues. Let's try and watch the stream in like 240p or something. I think the stream's working. However, YouTube's instantly. I can't see the live thing. I can't see anything. I'm gonna see if somebody is. There's all the people I would normally use to. I say use just to get to check the stream are not currently online. I'm gonna have to. The stream will eventually begin. I just need to make sure it's actually. YouTube's actually working. Please tell me that he is awake. I don't know if the stream is currently live. YouTube is telling me it is, but I'm not getting any sort of feedback on the stream actually being live at the moment. I'm trying to find a friend who can check the stream for me, but I'm gonna have to restart the stream again. Alright, hopefully this has fixed it. Hopefully. Come on. Stream resumed. Yeah, it's just not getting data. Why is YouTube derping so much? It's getting like a second of play and then it's not working at all. I wonder, can I check this on my phone? I am legitimately trying to get onto my live stream on my phone. It just doesn't appear to be working at all. Yeah. Alright, one more go. One more attempt at this. Let's see if we can get anywhere today. Come on, YouTube. It plays for like a second. No. Just plays. Oh, wait. I don't know what to do now. Hello to the person apparently trying to watch. Can you see anything? Oh, is the stream stabilizing? Is the stream actually working? Hey Ed, is it the stream's working? This is like the 15th attempt at getting this thing to work, and it's finally decided to work. Awesome. I've been trying since like 3 o'clock to get this thing live, and it's now 20 past. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun 20 minutes of me wasting my time colossally. And all I could do, because it's YouTube, is just, you know, start and stop the stream constantly and hope that it would work. So let's get into game, I guess. Thank the Lord. I haven't got my hair tied back today for once because I forgot. Deal with it. So let's start off by moving this New Holland. Is that 30% volume? There we go. I'm so glad that the stream actually works. I mean, it's kind of a disadvantage, because if it didn't work, I'd be able to just get started on recording tomorrow's video straight away. But I'm not going to complain about the stream working and me being able to do this, so... yeah. What time is it? 23 past. Who says that? Who says 23 past? So I've been doing a bit of off-camera work. I did a bit last night, and I did 3 things. One is going to be immediately obvious, one is a bit more subtle, and one is going to be very hard to see at all. And yeah, that I got bored last night, and did technically 2 things, but they caused 3 things to happen. Or maybe 4, depending on how you want to put that. So yeah, that should be fun. You have no idea how close I came to just cancelling the stream today as well, because I was literally typing up on Steam the announcement that the stream was cancelled. But I decided to give it one more go. YouTube has been playing up lately. Tell me about it, Simulator. It took me 20 minutes to get the stream live. Apparently I had to leave it running for like 5 minutes to get the actual live page to load in correctly. I mean, it's not like, you know, videos and streams are YouTube's business. Nah. I've also, if you haven't noticed, intentionally been keeping the videos short. Took you 2 days to change the thumbnail. Yeah, I've intentionally been trying to keep videos under about 40 minutes. For some reason live stream VODs are exempted from this, but at the moment if a video goes much longer than 40 minutes it has a lot of trouble with getting published. Because YouTube just decides to throw it into processing hell and you're screwed. Live stream VODs are for some bizarre reason exempted from this problem though. Probably because they're already in like YouTube's proprietary format. Or some nonsense like that. I swear I can... oh, that's the thing. Maybe many Doom streams going on. That wouldn't explain it, Ad. It's been like this for a few days. Actually a couple of weeks. Now. So it's not Doom or any one game causing it. It's just YouTube derping hard for whatever reason. As the hardest I've seen it derp. Yeah, the Massey's out of the field for some reason. And we're not going to be using it today. We're going to use this boyo. Where's the... Where did I put the fart spinner? What happened to my Twitch? I use it just to watch streams now. The amount of trolling and idiots and problems that I've had with Twitch, it's just not worth my time. I just feel like I'm wasting my time streaming on Twitch, and it's more aggro than it's worth, and it's just not worth it at all. And while I realize I kind of am losing potential viewers by not doing Twitch, I've got more chance of idiots being bopped on YouTube. To be blunt. Twitch just... It's been kind of coming for a while, to be honest, is me dumping Twitch, because almost every day there was some idiot or other who decided it'd be funny to start trolling. Why is that button not working? Now it is. How odd. But yeah, Twitch... There is a part of me that wishes I could continue doing it. And there's a part of me that wants to, restart it, but apparently people like watching you gamble all your savings. Yeah. Farm Sim just seems to open itself up for idiots. Plus, if I'm streaming on both, an unfortunate side effect is that people who get banned on YouTube will just go over to Twitch and start doing worse things on Twitch. So they end up having to get banned there, and then they'll create an alternate account, and then they'll get banned again. Then they'll make 6 alternate accounts, and then they'll get banned, and it just... Twitch is too easy to abuse. Unfortunately. Why are these bindings not working? Switch tray type, that's working. Why is this one not? Some of my keybinds aren't working today for some reason. What's going on here? That's why the keybinds aren't working. I forgot to attach the PTO. I'm smart. Then again, at least it's a legitimate reason for the keybinds not to work. Because when B stopped working, then I knew I'd done something wrong. I think people just like watching gambling anyway, but... The unfortunate truth is Twitch is moving away from gaming, and the only games that Twitch really prioritizes now are Dota 2 and LoL. Neither of which I like at all. The League of Legends community is toxic as all hell. The Dota 2 community don't seem to actually know that there's other games available. And every time there's an esport on Twitch, it's like, oh, we've got a League of Legends tournament. Everybody else is completely unimportant. Have I got wheat texture in that spreader? Yes. I know exactly why there's a wheat texture. It's because the textures are glitched. It's a fun little side effect of soil mod. If you throw lime or one of the... I think it might specifically be with lime into this spreader, the game doesn't know what to do, so it just gives the default texture, which is wheat. It's a fun little glitch. CSGO, yes. I mean, it used to be StarCraft 2, and that I didn't mind because I played StarCraft. You know, it's a game of skill, not just a game of, I don't know, bash your face against the keyboard enough times and you'll eventually win. I say that's how I played StarCraft. I was Silver League in StarCraft, so not particularly good. What's going on? I'm complaining about YouTube and Twitch. And we're fertilizing, well, not fertilizing, we're throwing lime down on the fields to increase the pH to Mario. Also, I'm slightly angry that it took me 20 minutes to get the stream live today. Because YouTube is derping hard for the past 2 weeks. It's the first time it's actually decided to, like, not let me stream. Like, that was a new one. The stream issue I was having. Because I'd kind of got to see the results of it, which was me going on and offline. So, not a whole lot other than the streaming issue I've been having. So you guys all missed it, luckily enough. I spent 20 minutes looking at the offline page of the channel because I was trying to get the stream to register as live. I've just realized I'm gonna have to do we complain every day? Most days. You had to restart your phone. I'm sorry, Mario. I've been having issues. And to be fair, usually there's something or other to complain about. Especially if it's like today is very much justified because it's YouTube is deciding that I can't do what I do. You know, it's deciding that content creators can't create content, which is kind of not good for YouTube. You know, it's kind of counteractive to their entire business model. So today is justified. Yesterday was just yesterday was just me chilling out and complaining about something. Tomorrow I won't complain. Tomorrow I will complain, but it'll be about myself. It'll be about my driving style, and I'll try and be more positive tomorrow. Or for the rest of today even. You're not sure if you can watch the stream tomorrow night? You guess so. It's fine if you can't watch the stream, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and force you. I forgot that I've actually got to fertilize the grass as well. Or throw lime down on the grass to get the pH of this up. I will eventually as well have to. It's okay, I do great in your book. I do my best. And if that's good enough, great. If not, oh well. But the not letting people stream on YouTube today is a genuine problem. I'm wondering, and this is a genuine just wonder, I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm wondering if it might have anything to do with the Indy Grand Prix that's on this weekend. The IndyCar Grand Prix of Indianapolis, where they're actually driving the old Formula 1 circuit. It's currently the MotoGP circuit, but I know it as the Formula 1 circuit at Indianapolis. As a warm-up for the greatest race on Earth ever, in the world ever, according to the people who organized the race. The Indy 500, which is actually a really quite entertaining race, but my god, do they need to actually drive 500 miles? Seriously, 200 laps is too many for a race. Unless it's an endurance race. Hey, here's a circle, go around it 200 times. Why? Well, because the rules say you have to. What happens if somebody crashes? Well, we'll slow you down to like 100 miles an hour in a 240 mile an hour car, and get you all to continue going around in a circle. Which isn't a circle, it's a square. I don't know why Indianapolis is regarded as an oval. It's a bloody square. It's actually a rectangle. Right? No, they turn left. They turn left to Mario. I thought you'd know this. Turn right and you're in trouble. Or coming out of the pits. I don't watch much motor racing anymore, unfortunately. It's just all of the series, all the different series seem to have one dumbass rule or another. It's like in Formula 1, you have to use... You're saying I'm right? I'm in the wall? Damn, I thought I was doing well. Like in Formula 1, you have to use... They give you like 4 choices of tyre, you have to use... The tyre rules are overly complicated this year. Also, I don't know if I'm covering places twice now. I can't see a damn thing. But... I don't have my light over me on today, by the way. The light that I usually have on over my head is actually off. I think that's that all covered. I hope so. But the reason I got the light off is because it's a balmy 21 degrees Celsius, or whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, I don't know Fahrenheit. You can't see a damn thing at 144p. Well, I'm running this in 1080p and I couldn't see a thing, so... I know your pain. Like, I run the game in 1080p. So everything you see is slightly downscaled. Let's see what the temperature currently is, because I got an app. Let's close down that. There we go. 21 degrees. Does that say thunderstorms? A thunderstorm in spots. Good! Good! Yeah, 21 degrees, partly sunny, with a chance of a thunderstorm. Irish summer, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely and sunny, but it's probably going to rain later. There's thunder and rain there today. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that, like, an Irish summer is like you get a sunny day, then you get a rainy day, then you get 3 or 4 sunny days, then it rains for a month. An Irish winter is you get a cold day, then you get a rainy day, then you get an even colder day, then you get a day where it starts spitting hailstones at you. No snow though. Snow, oh, that's too exotic for us. I took your location settings. No, I've got the weather app I use is programmed in to use like where I live. I manually entered the town where I live into the weather app, so it gives me relatively accurate information. Obviously, that's not perfect, but it is saying a high of 21, a low of 6 today, which is probably like mid-80s Fahrenheit. Maybe 70s. But for Ireland it's nice and warm. Nice and balmy. Downside of it is, I've got a computer set beside me that spews out heat to keep me warm in the winter. Like, the heat does keep me warm in the winter. My new issue is, I've got a computer set beside me that's going to be spewing out heat into an already hot room. And there's no breeze today. And I have to record tomorrow's Project Cars video, which is a half-hour race, and that tends to cause my computer to heat up. So does rendering. I'm gonna have fun this evening. At least I got plenty of like books and pizzas? No, pieces of paper to fan myself with, because otherwise I'd be in trouble. Nope, took it too far. High 36, low 22. Good lord. 36 degrees in Ireland would actually melt people. Actually melt people. Not just like, oh, it's meltingly hot. People would literally melt. As would the roads, probably, because our roads are made for, essentially for cold temperatures. They're not made to be taken up much past, kind of the high 20s, 27, 28 degrees. Causes issues with the roads. Actually, a nice sunny day does it, melts the bloody tar. But the roads here are meant to deal with rain and cold weather, not blastingly hot weather. I'm gonna have to refill this. Partly cloudy, there was thunder and rain though. I'm looking at my window at the moment. I cannot see cloud in the sky. I can, however, see the moon. That's kind of odd. Why can I see the moon at 3 PM? Really, so it was 4 degrees first time here. No thanks. It was raining and thunderstorm last night. Well, there was hailstones last week. Like last week and the week before, there was big hailstorms here, and now it's 21 degrees and pleasantly warm. I love it. I'd love Irish weather because what's the weather like today? I don't know. We'll find out in about 10 minutes. Weather forecasts are just, well, this is our best guess, but we're probably wrong. At least the UK has Irish data to work from. See, here's the thing with Ireland, is the eastern seaboard, where Dublin and Belfast and everything is, that has access to weather coming from the east, which is very rare, has like all the information from Scandinavia and mainland Europe and the UK. Weather coming from the west or the north, Ireland's the first to get it. So it's like, there's definitely weather coming, we just don't know what it is. And it basically means that the forecasts are just a best guess scenario. Although nothing beats that time the English weather forecaster who said, no, there will definitely not be a tornado the day of a tornado. That was just beautiful. Like, he laughed at somebody who said, oh, I've heard there's gonna be a tornado, and he just said, no, that ain't gonna happen. It's the UK. Why would that ever happen? I can assure you there will not be a hurricane in the UK tonight. There was. I swear there's music playing, but I just can't hear it. But yeah. I'm also slightly negative today because I'm still dealing with a minor problem from yesterday. It affected my mobility yesterday in a big way. Today it's not as bad. A bit sore, but I can walk somewhat freely today. Yesterday I was kind of shuffling about and trying to hide the fact that I had an issue. Today I can walk more or less freely. And sit however I want, which is kind of important because it's not comfortable to be sitting in one very specific way for hours on end. It's not comfortable for me to do that because I've got a bit of restless leg syndrome. I don't like staying in like one reasonably specific position for too long, so it's just like even during streams you'll see that I'll occasionally just shuffle around a bit and budge around and lift myself out of the seat and do this kind of stuff. And my chair's bouncing against something that I need to move later on. So yeah, I do move about quite a lot. So not being able to move. You can play a game and listen. That's fine, Ad. That's what I do when I'm doing off-camera work, because I throw on a stream or a video or three or a playlist. Like when I was doing off-camera work on here last night, what was I watching? I was watching Scalagrin. He is a Scandinavian person, I believe, who lives in I think the US or Canada or something, because he's got that kind of twang to his accent, and he does a lot of knife reviews. He is a trained practitioner of historical European martial arts, or HEMA, and that's kind of something I've got more and more interested in the last few weeks, is knives and history and that kind of stuff, which I'll admit is dull. Knives are sharp, but you know what I mean. It's maybe not the most exciting subject in the world, but I love me a good documentary and and people talking about things that they are passionate about. So listening to that is just like, it's soothing to me. That's that done. Whoops. Also, something I kind of got into a habit of doing from ATS is having one hand on the gear knob, which is terrible for the likes of Farm Sim and Project Cars. Although Project Cars, I do have the good habit of not keeping my hand on the gear stick. Farm Sim I tend to, just because it's... You press continue, it's in a new game. What game are you trying to play at? Now I'm interested. I have a vested interest in this. I must know. I kind of wish Ford would show up, just because he would get so annoyed at the fact I used the 5000 yesterday after he left. City Skylines? I must play that again. At some point. Maybe. Normally when I'm like not streaming, I'll throw on a Assetto Corsa or something and like push myself to do better and challenge myself to do something or other. Because believe it or not, Project Hell is born out of my own love of challenging myself. Same with this ridiculous LPs. I'm challenging myself to do a big map with soil mod. I could just, dump it into Bjornholm or Natsasnavka, Bjornholm, and be like, hey, look, we're doing Bjornholm with soil mod. That's boring. That's so dull, because it's too easy to do. The soil mod on Coldborough Farm single player, that's a challenge. You gotta wait 5 minutes before it loads. Steam Workshop is the best and the worst thing ever invented. It's something I actually want FS17 to have, is Steam Workshop integration. Because it would just make modding so much easier. I mean, you could find good mods just that small bit easier. You could find the bad ones a lot easier, unfortunately, but you can weed them out nicely. And you can see what most people play with and see what's new. And it'd save you going through 15 different mod sites. Like, this is what I'm using now is Firefox, the browser. And I have 4 different mod sites open. This is the browser I only use during streams or around streaming times. So I got a bunch more open in Chrome, but that takes more memory, so it's less good to use in the stream. ETS2 and ATS works. FarmSim doesn't have, because giants are intent on trying to distance themselves from Steam while getting money off Steam sales and whatnot. And Steam, comically, is probably their best marketplace. Because you have people like Squirrel, who was playing FarmSim last night, Sevidus, who's been playing FarmSim fairly regularly recently, and is modding it now, which is awesome. He's not creating mods, but he is using mods. You've got people like that who maybe wouldn't have found FarmSim other than in a Steam sale. Or, you know, random browsing for a simulator, which Sevidus does. He tries to find good simulators, and if he finds one, he'll play it a lot. That's over on Twitch, by the way, so maybe people with the worst internet wouldn't know these names at all. But yeah, Sevidus and Squirrel. Squirrel's on YouTube as well. I think Sevidus might be with Nerd Fusion, I think his group's name thing is called. They've both been playing a lot of FarmSim recently. Also, by the way, I'm not playing ads today, because actually I will, screw it. Play an ad in a moment. Because I need to refill this thing anyway. Whoops. So let's play an ad. And get everything back up the way that I want it. Don't really need that up too big. Put it up in this corner so it blocks off a bit of chat, but not the newest bit. There we go. Such is the fun of streaming and trying to manage a monitor. And this is stuff that you wouldn't know if you've only ever used one monitor. It's like managing a second monitor. Sometimes you do have to, like it's a bit more obvious if you're streaming, but sometimes you do have to do some strange things with the second monitor. Like, for example, with FarmSim, you'll notice that periodically I'll open up Courseplay and the mouse will just disappear off to one side, like this. That's me going onto the second monitor. Because FarmSim, you can open up any menu at all, and as long as it brings up the mouse, you can exit the screen and go on to something else. ETS, ATS, I have to... Well, ATS specifically, because I don't play ETS on streams. I have to Alt-Tab, but I play full screen windowed, so it's a bit easier for me to get back in. If you play full screen on ATS, it's very hard to get back in once you've tabbed out. And sometimes you just flat out crash the game. For Roller Coaster Tycoon, that's a tab as well. And for Project Cars, I have to tab. So FarmSim is probably the easiest of the games to run dual screened, oddly enough. Most of the others you have to Alt-Tab out, which is annoying. But I mean, it works. Are there? Oh, I think everybody's home. Just heard a lot of banging and clattering. People are here. Hooray. Background noises, probably, maybe. Hopefully not. I think Ad may be the only. I think Ad is the only person currently watching the stream because I got one viewer, and I will assume it's Ad listening to the stream. And oh god, the heat is starting to build. Yeah. Oh god, this is gonna be a fun day because I'm already beginning to sweat. And I've just realised that I've knocked my view of the time I've been live off, so this has to be down over here somewhere. Like, that'll do. Yeah, I'm already starting to sweat after, what, 45 minutes? An hour and a bit with the game open, and the heat is starting to hit properly. How's this doing? Yeah, that's belching heat. Lovely. Lovely, my computer's started to belch heat, and it won't stop for the rest of the day now. Because... why have I got that highlighted? Stop it. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna be overheating all day. Hooray! It's my problem and I don't know why I'm talking about it. So, people have been saying they want, like, what they want out of FS17. Because I've been looking at that on FSUK today. And a lot of the wants, I would say, are fairly logical. You know, include soil science. Yeah, that'd be cool. More crops, which I think is going to be in FS17 anyway, so that's kind of a moot request. Better graphics, yeah, that's probably going to be a thing anyway, so again, a non-request. Soil science is kind of the main one I'd like. Deformable terrain would be really awesome. But only for like ploughing and cultivating, like ploughing churns it up, cultivating flattens it back out. Something like that. Giving ploughs an actual reason to be in the game other than, well, you can plough up, you know, you can join fields. That'd be cool. Now, I do use them in soil mod because it's encouraged in soil mod. So I use soil mod actually, it's just to give everything in the game a purpose. What else? How have I been seeing? There is one thing that kind of got me concerned and worried. Ignore the wheat texture and the fertilizer spreader. That's a glitch. I say glitch. It's a bug. I know exactly what's causing it. It's unfixable. I think it's unfixable at least. So what I've seen is FS modding. I think it's Gary from FS modding has been was talking to Giants during the modding Q&A, and they said something that kind of concerned me. They've been working on forestry since FS11. Since 2011, 2012, Giants have been working on forestry. They brought it out in FS15, and it was a bit of a mess. It took them 4 years to get forestry to that point, and it wasn't necessarily optimized very well. That concerns me, that it took them 4 years to get a new feature that didn't really work all that well. Yeah. That's... That kind of makes you question if Giants are up to really expanding the game much more than it already is. Apart from adding new crops, obviously. New crops isn't too hard to add. I think that maybe Giants should think about expanding their team that works on Farm Sim. Because they probably get enough sales to justify maybe 1 or 2 new people. Hey Mark Dean, how are you doing? They probably get enough sales to justify maybe taking on 1 or 2 new people. And if I were Giants, I'd want to take on some of the modders. I definitely want Marhu on board because he comes up with most amazing scripts. So he can be like the main guy for putting new stuff into the game, script-wise. In terms of vehicles, vehicles and equipment actually, I'd probably go for Ego. Because, oh my god, his stuff is always amazing. And if they wanted a new mapper, there's plenty of brilliant mappers out there. There's no shortage of people who can make a really good map. So, you know, that's kind of a non-thing. The issue is Giants maps have to be... And this is the reason Giants maps are generally seen as being bad or dull. They have to cater to every PC specification the game caters to, and maybe a couple more just for good... Yeah, just for good measure. They actually go below the recommended requirements when they're making the maps for the game. But the issue with that is you can't have a lot of fancy stuff in a map that's made to cater to as many PCs as possible. It's just not possible. And yes, I am now actually defending Giants. After so much time complaining about Giants, I'm going to defend them now. They've got a small team working on the game. Maybe too small, that's... You know, that's not my call. And their vehicles, mods have struggled to come close to what they can do. Their equipment, mods have struggled to come close to what they can do. Hey, the Badass Redneck Boys! That is an awesome name. In terms of maps, yeah, modders outdo them pretty easy. I mean, Coldborough Farm is much better than any of the Giants maps. But Giants need to take in consideration that they want a map that can run on low-end computers. Coldborough Farm can't. Like, that's just a fact, and with my edits, it definitely bloody can't. I'm just gonna spew out this 5 liters to fix the textures. There we go. I'm gonna fix the textures now in this thing. So the fertilizer spreader, when I fill it up with lime or leave lime in it, it has an issue where the texture changes to wheat. And it seems to be specifically with soil mod and this fertilizer spreader. Am I going to do logging? Probably not. I'm not a big fan of the logging physics, and it causes me to get angry, and I don't like getting angry on stream. Also, I can't really afford logging equipment, so that's a secondary reason. But I just don't like the logging in Farm Sim. I could do it, there is logging in this map, but like, I haven't taken it out. I've put in stuff, but I haven't taken anything out. I have taken something. I've taken out Gulamist. This map originally had the GMK mod in. I took that out. Also known as the Liquid Manure mod. I took that out because I wanted soil mod. So that's... Whenever I play Sea Skylines do stream, I probably won't add, just because I like having some games that are strictly non-stream. Like I said, of course, I probably won't stream ever. You know how I can get easy money? Well, so do I, but I don't do it. I can get this account up to 53 billion in 5 minutes. If I really wanted to, but I just don't. I actually prefer working my way up slowly. That's how I play. Because it's all well and good having like all of the money ever because you've done nothing but biogas. You've done nothing but biogas, and that's what your whole map is about, silage. And that kind of, to me, defeats the purpose of the game. The way I prefer playing, and I know it's not the most YouTube friendly way, I completely appreciate that, and I don't mind having relatively few subscribers as a result. The way I play is I like to challenge myself, so I've got soil mod, I've got difficulty set on hard. I will occasionally be just taking money out for no reason whatsoever, probably. But I don't like having all the money ever. It's you do everything except biogas. That's just I will be doing biogas eventually. It's just I want to do it when I've like been able to buy some of the best equipment already. And even then I might not necessarily buy the best equipment ever. Can I yes! Haha! I just don't see the point in getting like all of the biggest things ever. I know I can't get the biggest harvester onto this map. You hate biogas. It is quite dull. It's just cheaty. Oh, that's one thing I need to change actually. I'm gonna change something in the map. Is this on PC? Yes, it is on PC and very heavily modded. Even this map is, this map is modded from what it should be. I have edited the map, and there's one more change I want to make to it. Just now that I've thought of biogas and how to make that less easy, and less, oh, we can get 1600 from biogas at the BGA. Yeah, that's gonna change. I'm gonna change that. It should be it will be relatively easy to change. I'll just change the multiplier to like 0.5 or something. 0.5 works. Just half the price of biogas. Yeah. You like console games and PC games? I'm pretty much exclusively PC badass because it just I've got a massive PC. I don't have space for a console, so kind of I don't mind consoles. I don't like I really actually like Xbox controllers. They're so very comfortable in the hand. But I just like the moddability of PC games more than like any given console. And the longevity of PC games. Because on Mondays I play a game that's literally 12 years old. And that's just not possible on consoles to have like... well, it is, but it's rare. It's like I play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which was released in 2004. And it is one of my favorite games ever, and I love it to bits. And it's 12 years old and it's still perfectly usable on a modern PC. With a couple of tweaks. I do need to... like, I've technically done an HD remix of it manually. Just by changing like a line in an I and I somewhere. But that's the joy of PC gaming, is you can do that. Oh, this doesn't work the way the way I want it to. I'm going to change this setting right here. That isn't actually a setting in the game, but I can change anyway. So I've got Roller Coaster Tycoon, which normally runs in really funky resolutions from 2004. I've got that run in 1080p. It looks really nice in 1080p. What kind of PC do I have? Custom built. We've got an Asus motherboard, i7 4790K, GTX 980, 32 gigs RAM, 120 gig SSD, and a 3 terabyte hard drive. I also have an external drive hiding somewhere in here as well. Nice, more than good enough for YouTube. Built it because my old PC died. Essentially, I killed the motherboard. Well, the motherboard was dying. It wasn't quite dead yet. But yeah, it works really quite nicely for YouTube. In terms of wheel, got Logitech G27, the obligatory wheel of everybody who does farm sim. It's just the generic starter wheel, really, isn't it? The G27. I don't. Before you ask, I do not like the Cytec wheel. The Cytec farm sim wheel is a toy. It is not a. It is not a simulation quality product. It's not even a quality product. Do I stream on Twitch? I used to. There's just too many issues on Twitch. The stream would drop regularly because Twitch, the trolls would arrive and just cause problems, and it was too much trouble for me to be worth it. Hey, Fahy. I'm good. How are you? I'm actually going to play an ad in a moment. I've been complaining about YouTube today because it took me literally 20 minutes to get the stream live. It was actually close to 25 minutes getting the damn stream live because it just refused to start. I was telling it to start, but YouTube was like, nah, son, we ain't gonna do that today. And then it just decided, hey, I'll have half a second of a stream. Have I ever been swatted? No, because there's no such thing as a SWAT team in Ireland. And I'm not stupid enough to give away where I live. More importantly, the police around here know my family. So they also know that I wouldn't do anything like that. Yeah, I live in Ireland, so there's no SWAT teams, there's very few guns. Unarmed police force. The worst we get is a guard to show up the door and say, has there been an incident in this house? No. Okay then. We got a report there was an incident. No, there wasn't, guard. Okay. Do you mind if I come in for a cup of tea? Some of your family's from Ireland? Yeah, it's an okay country. Could be better, could be a lot worse. It's not as bad as the UK is getting, and it's nowhere near as racist as America, so I guess we've got that going for us, which is nice. It's just a bit of a shame Bernie Sanders probably isn't going to get the Democratic nomination for American president. Well, I know that none of his policies get through. It would be nice to think that Americans want them to be taken seriously. But Hillary Clinton's winning because I'm a woman in 9/11. And Trump's winning because he's a racist. You might come to Ireland over the summer. Bring plenty of rain gear, is my advice for coming to Ireland during the summer. Have I seen any? I didn't know Grass and Muck was even on yesterday. I must look it up after the stream. You like Trump? Why? Okay, why do you like Trump, badass? Give me a well thought out, logical reason to like Trump. You're not allowed to use the wall. You're not allowed to use Make America Great Again because he has no plan for that. His immigration policy is just... Trump's immigration policies just don't allow anybody in, which is going to bankrupt America and cause a brain drain. I don't see why anybody would support Trump or any of his policies. They're just racist and based on Trump's own egotistical nature. He might be the one to press the button. That's a reason to not want to support him. Good Lord, is America really that screwed up? I support Trump because he's gonna start nuclear annihilation. That's the dumbest reason I've ever heard to support somebody. You're entitled to your opinion, but it's a dumb as hell opinion. Good Lord. If you said I support Trump because he'll get, you know, he's promised to get tough on this or this or this. You live in the USA and you're a country boy. That's no excuse to want a nuclear holocaust. It's also no excuse to support Trump. I was wondering if he was still here. I'm gonna stop talking about politics now. He could kill ISIS. No, he'd make them stronger. Because the solution to ISIS is not bombing the crap out of the Middle East, which is, bizarrely enough, what caused ISIS. In fact, the USA is directly responsible for ISIS. The solution is treating Muslims like human beings. Bombing ISIS is the worst thing you could possibly do, because they're people who are disillusioned with the Western world because they've been bombed out of their homes, and the solution you come up with is bomb them out of their homes anyway. It's better than Hillary. No, I'd say Hillary's still better. I mean, yeah, she has absolutely no policies outlined, but she's still better than Trump. Somebody whose entire campaign is literally, I am a woman and I was around at 9/11, is better than Trump. Because at least she's not promising to bomb everyone. And to be fair, if Trump kept going the way that he's going, he'd be impeached within a month. And whoever his vice president whoever his vice president would be would then become president. Because Demario, right now an actual turd would be better than Trump. Like, that's how bad he is, in my opinion. I can't believe he's being taken seriously. I genuinely can't. I thought he was a good joke candidate. But now he's actually got a legitimate chance of getting the White House. Good lord. Now, what Trump supporters don't realize is that if Trump becomes president, America will just be isolated again. Nobody will want to deal with America. Nobody will listen to America. It'll just be shunned because it'll be like Putin. It'll be like Putin. Trump is just the American Putin. Maybe worse. In fact, most of his politics sound like something a certain Austrian man came up with in the mid-30s. Oddly enough, that Austrian man was called Adolf Hitler. Trump's running along those same lines. And for some reason people don't mind that. What on earth can I do now? I'm not even kidding, he is... Oh yeah, I've gotta do the... I've gotta fertilize the... or lime up the... things. I can't remember the name of the meadows. That's the word. I mean, we're making good time and everything. I don't think I've done this. I need to play an ad. I don't need to. I want to. Based on complex criteria, some of your viewers will see an ad. Why won't I cut the grass? That's actually the next plan, is grab the lawnmower and start mowing the grass. I'm only using fields that are actually owned as well. So, like, there's going to be a meadow up here to the right that I'm not cutting. Actually plenty of meadows I'm going up over here that I'm not going to be cutting because they're not owned. They're not, player-owned meadows. I know I can cut them. That's not my point. Like field 1 here has a lot of canola, which is a lot of money. I don't own it. I'm not cutting it. It's gonna die. I'm gonna plow it in. There's field 25, which is a lovely large meadow that I don't own. One thing I really like about a lot of mod maps is the field buy triggers are right at the gates, right on the road, so you don't have to go running into the middle of the field to find them. Can't I hire people to do stuff for you? Yes! I choose not to. I'm one of these people who likes the challenge of doing stuff manually and keeping the game slow. Well, yes, it's maybe not the best thing for YouTube. It is something that it keeps me interested in the game, oddly enough. So I don't mind things going a lot slower than most people would maybe appreciate. And I get that it can be annoying just seeing me do the same thing for a couple of weeks and then move on to something else for a couple of weeks and so on and so on and so on. But, I mean, the main thing is keeping interest in the game, in my opinion. That's as important as pretty much anything else if you're playing a game on YouTube. Is, you know, half the challenge is staying interested for a while. And you know, it takes a bit of effort. And it takes you finding out exactly what your playstyle really is. Because a lot of people don't know their own playstyles. And they'll change it up every 6 months or something, but once you come across a playstyle that is most definitely yours, you'll know it. Let's see if I can get GPS working nicely around here. That'll do. So this is going to be the easiest meadow to fertilize, and I probably should use the classic spreader, but this is easier. I probably should be using the classic spreader just because it's a lot smaller, but this is just for time reasons. I'm going to do it this way right now. What am I supposed to be doing here? Well, right now I'm spreading lime on the fields, and what that's doing is over here you see the soil pH. It's actually under chat, unfortunately. So I use soil mod, which is a mod that means you have to manage the soil and keep an eye on different things to do with it. So what I'm doing right now is working on soil pH. And if I can get that right, it means I'll get extra productivity from the soil. I'll get extra yield from, we'll say, the grass cropper. Hillary Clinton loves ISIS. No, she doesn't. In fact, I would argue Trump does, because that's what half of his campaign is. Trump loves ISIS and Mexicans because they've got a lot of racist sentiment. Then again, what I would say Trump loves is morons, so. Because it's essentially going to be morons voting for Trump. Most morons, disenfranchised, the rich, racists, men. Because Trump's got abysmal... Have I looked at the news lately? Yes, quite a lot. And what I'm seeing is Trump is a racist, bigoted idiot. Hillary Clinton is just a woman. That's her entire campaign. And Bernie Sanders is the only one of the three that actually has logical arguments that make sense. Like, there was a period during the primaries where Hillary Clinton was just going around doing the 9/11 shtick. Like, oh, she would just say 9/11 at random because, or bring up 9/11 at random because, hey, nothing says politics like profiteering off mass murder. I don't mind you supporting Trump, I just don't agree with you, by the way. Like, I don't care who you support. I strongly disagree. I think Trump is just plain wrong. He should not be even in the running, but if you support him, that's your choice, and I'm not gonna change your mind. I can strongly disagree and say that all of your so-called facts are wrong. A lot of your quote-unquote facts are just fabrications made by Trump. So, yeah. Back in your day, you'd never thought Donald Trump would try to become president. But back in my day, which was today, I still can't believe he's actually the nominee. Oops. You were born 1989? I was born 91, so... And the funny thing is, Trump says, oh, I'm such a good businessman, look at all the success I've had. Yeah, look at all the success he's had. He came up with a mortgage company in 2007. Yeah. He came up with a university that gives fraudulent degrees. Yeah. He made a magazine that failed miserably because it was terrible. He started promoting steak and selling it in somewhere that never sells steak. And that the target audience is usually vegans and vegetarians. Your school loves Donald Trump. Is your school, by any chance, the Robert E. Lee School of something or other? You know, the General Robert E. Lee School of Tolerance and Understanding? Or is it the Adolf Hitler School of Tolerance and Understanding? I don't know. Because, oh, that's MPK, I'm spreading nuts. Screw it. It needs MPK anyway. No. By the way, how old are you, Redneck? Currently blind on one eye. What the hell did you do, Simulate? Yeah. See, the issue is people hear the Trump name and they think... So, Redneck, how old are you? This is something I need to know. Because it might have a lot to do with why you support Trump. Fahey's on top of stuff today. Well done. 17. So you're not able to vote. Good. You're also too young to necessarily understand economics. And why Trump is a terrible idea for America. Admittedly, by the same logic, by the same logic, Bernie Sanders wouldn't be good for America, but at least he has some ideas that would have got America thinking. And I think that's the main that's the main upside of Bernie Sanders' campaign is he's got America talking about the issues that they should be talking about. You know, the pay gap in America is so ridiculous, and the fact that wages in like restaurants or anything are intentionally low because tips are a part of wages. Pay your damn people. If you're employing somebody, pay them a damn wage. Don't say, oh well, you didn't. Politics again, yeah. Lame redneck. You, your granddad, and your mom love Trump. How much did he pay you to say that? To be fair, politics looks kind of right as a politic word. How the hell did you blind yourself in one eye, though? I mean, I've got some minor issues going on, but I'm not blind in one eye. Yet. Mostly. I'm kind of blind in one eye. Like, my left eye is actually focusing correctly today. Oh, my right eye is dodgy today. That's odd, usually it's the other way around. I wonder is my left eye overcompensating? Is my right eye overcompensating and defocusing in the opposite way? Because that's slightly defocused. That's also slightly... Yeah, my right eye is overcompensating for my left. Interesting. So I was just looking at my own vision issues there. I've got a lazy eye. Right. You can go sit in the corner for 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Apparently. Oh, bumpy eyelids. Yeah, that's not fun. Badass redneck can go sit in the corner for 5 minutes. Think about what he's done wrong. And he doesn't even understand how wrong he is. Oh boy. You know, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh boy. Bear with me. You missed that one. I've only timed him out. I've given him a second chance. But I don't appreciate foul language, etc. Or insinuations that I'm straight. I don't appreciate people getting my sexuality wrong. No. Well, I actually don't. Especially in an insulting way. You need to sit in the corner? You don't need to sit in the corner, Demario. You haven't actually said anything particularly wrong. You've been smart about how you've been putting him down. But it is the typical Trump supporter thing of, no, you're wrong because I say you're wrong, and everybody I know who's older than me says you're wrong as well. You meant to say he needs to sit in the corner. Fair enough. My hair is getting in the way of my glasses. There we go. I had to clean them. The girlfriend's laughing at you. I don't blame her. I don't mind people like having debates or whatnot in chat. It's just when it starts getting like personal, that like what Badass did, that's over the line. Sit in the coroner, yes. Sit in the coroner's office. I'm having a blind day today, unfortunately. Which is kind of annoying, because I do like being able to see, generally speaking. And by the way, I do call them blind days, because like there are periods when I'm having a particularly bad vision day where I just, oh dear, focus completely goes. Like I just completely lose focus in my eyes altogether, and I can't see a damn thing. So, you know, there's a reason I call them blind days. Also, it's just kind of exaggerating for the sake of exaggerating. Word reminds you of LSPDFR. Don't talk to me about bad vision days. They're the worst. And like people who don't need glasses don't understand that like your vision is different every day. And like it's not a case of, oh yeah, I'm this level of blind consistently. It's, well, this is me on a good day where I don't need glasses, and then there's the days that are a bit kind of rare, but they do happen, where I most definitely need my glasses to be able to read. And people who don't need glasses never actually know this. It's like, well, my vision's okay today, but it's not great. You probably should simulate. They're definitely more. I don't like the idea of poking anything into my eye. It just creeps me out, big time. No. I mean, you've been needing glasses since elementary. You're 26 now. How long have I had these glasses? These glasses are more than 10 years old, I know that. Oh, are they? They're about 10 years old. I was in third year when I got them. 15-ish? Yeah, these glasses are about 10 years old. I fixed the texture. Yeah, well, all you have to do is refill the spreader with NPK and it'll fix itself. The reason I'm spreading NPK is because I kind of need to on this field. Apology accepted, badass. Just don't make things personal. I mean, I don't mind debates, but when it borders into just insulting, I know I did take a pot shot at you as well. I do apologize for that, but it's just Trump's campaign is based around the fact that he's a billionaire and seems to think that that means he knows money somehow. I'm poor, does that mean I know lack of money? I guess I do. But I mean, nah. Yeah, the texture glitch bug thing is just that it can't recognize lime as a fill type, essentially, and it derps. I went outside the trigger. I also fixed this area where the seeds are now beside the fuel, because having the fuel and the fertilizer beside each other annoyed me because that's explosive. It's like watching a full free movie. That's kind of the aim, is like doing a couple of hours of streaming and maybe a half hour or so video a day. Like I specifically choose the times for videos for various reasons. Like a Coldborough video is 30 minutes long because that's basically a TV show. Have I seen American Outback? That looks quite good. It's like, you're correct in saying it's not my thing, but it does look like quite a good map. Definitely well made, well designed. But I can appreciate a good map even if it's not a style that I particularly like. And American Outback is most definitely a style that I don't particularly like in general, but that's a very good example of it. Of the big American style, everything's big in Texas style map. That said, the map that I'm really looking forward to has to be West Coast by Bill Bill. That's going to be just... that's going to retire Coldborough for me. And I will be editing West Coast. We'll be editing the West Coast to suit my needs and have similar scripting in it. So if he decides for GMK again, I'll be taking that out again. And throwing it into... throwing soil mud in. I'll be throwing in... Usual wasn't deserty. Yeah. That's one issue that I have with quite a lot of American maps, is like they're based in kind of desertified areas. Which, there are large parts of America that are desertified, but they have irrigation systems set up, so the farms themselves will be lovely and green and lush. Going back to what I was saying about the... Is there no multi-fruit? Well, that's something you kind of have to add into an American map, I'd have thought. Because America's really good for being able to produce most crops. Going back to what I was saying about the times of videos, is like I choose ATS videos to be... what was it? Tuesday and Friday. I choose them to be like relatively short to middling distances. And then Sunday I go for the longest distance I can find, within reason. Project Cars... The Project Hell, I think I might go with the same style I did this week. With the Project Hell video, where I post-commentate and do all that kind of stuff on it. Did I review your channel? It's good. Yeah. I did the same with the latest Project Cars DLC, and it just shot the views up like no man's business. There is no harm in doing the odd clickbait video, and I know that's very cynical of me to say. There is no harm in the odd bit of clickbait. Just like when you kill people in GTA. That's a fair enough reason, or thing. Yeah, Project Cars Hell, the Hell video this week, I think I kind of nailed the format where I record my attempts and commentate over them. I do still do a bit of practice beforehand, just so that I can get my eye in with the car. It's in free practice mode, so they don't count. Oh, the thumbnail thing's breaking again. Do you remember, was it last week I was talking about Twitch not dealing with their issues? Yeah, YouTube's just as bad. The mods on ATS MP in cop cars. Oh, that's awesome. Like that's something that MP works with. It's one of the big advantages. What happened when you got pulled over? Was it like a text chat thing happening, and then like I'm curious about this, because like in America, trucks can get stopped for any reason or no reason at all. Only Evans can use police cars. Mods driving cop car. That is an awesome little thing. Well done to the Truck Sim MP guys. Like, what? Well done to them for actually like adding a new functionality. That is a new functionality, really. Like it just adds to the game so much. It's not even artificial. It's just like this would make sense in a real setting. It's like the cops are the moderators of reality. That should be good enough. We gotta wait now until this is full and then swap over to lime. There we go. I think I'd said he got ATS. Well, that's a question. They have modelled interiors. Why am I hearing like country music and stuff? I'm hearing like this weird twang of country music wafting in through the window. That's really odd. So now I'm spraying lime on the field that I wanted to spread lime on in the first place. You reloaded the last autosave by mistake. That's one thing I do like about ATS and ETS is the autosave system. The reason you got pulled in is because you got distracted by a mod. And that's an interesting reason. I mean, it's a valid reason. And to be fair, them going around in cop cars is a lot better looking in the game than ATS. No, it's not made by ATS or SES. It's an independent group of modders. They do have access to it. They are fully supported by SES, but it is an independent group of modders doing MP. What's the next thing I'm going to play? Tomorrow is Project Cars. We're driving a bunch of Lotuses around the Nürburgring, which is it's fun. Taking all rocks. Yeah, mind you, the whole independently supported MP mod. I actually think ETS2 MP started it off, but then you've Just Cause 2 MP as well, which is independent mod with official support for Just Cause 2 MP. Just Cause 2 multiplayer. I've never played it, but yeah, it is great to see the developers saying, you know what, that's something we never put in, it's something we kind of wanted to, but you guys have done it for us, so we're going to give you our 100% backing. We'll SAMP is still a thing. A lot of GTA San Andreas speedrunners still play SAMP a lot. I tend not to play San Andreas because it has weird glitches. Vice City for me as well has funky bugs. It may not anymore actually. I think it was my old PC I tried it on and it never really ran too well. Vice City, for some reason, I kept getting a bug. At least I think it was a bug where the sound was just flat out disabled. And half the fun of a GTA game is the music. Which is why San Andreas is now a worse game on PC. Because they had to, for licensing reasons, take out a bunch of songs in an update. So, yeah. That sucks. I remember GTA 4 MP as well. People still play on it, yeah. And I'm guessing they still cover the server costs because people buy their own servers or something. Oh yeah, I gotta start 10pk to that. Mobile version of PC is... oh, damn it. Well, my PC version, I haven't tested it recently, but it had everything, all the sounds disabled. I think it was some weird bug, but it was like every time I launched it, disabled all sounds. Which, oh my god, it's getting hot in here now. Yeah, that's kind of annoying at best. I'm gonna play an ad and have a drink of water real quick. What's my choice of telehandler? I'll show you. My choice of telehandler is a front loader tractor. I don't like telehandlers in farms, and the controls are there's too many controls for a telehandler. And realistically you can do most of the same things with a tractor. You can actually do more of a tractor, so it makes more sense to me to have 1 to 2 front loader tractors. It's not the Merlot. The Merlot is a good telehandler. I don't actually have that mod installed, but I don't like telehandlers in general, so I don't use them. The Merlot is the best one though. But I mean, there's no reason in me having a bunch of telehandler mods if I never use them. I'll use a skid steer fairly easily because Like, it's got the same controls as any given front loader tractor. It's just the amount, the extra controls for the telehandler that get me, and I don't like them. What's that ticking noise? That's the fertilizer spreader. It's the little arms flapping each other, flapping over and hitting each other. The little plastic arms on this usually, and they're intentionally made to hit each other to get a better flick to the lime. So if you look down here, it's those little flaps are hitting each other and causing the ticking. No, it's actually the valves inside. Sorry, there's little valves inside that open up very briefly to release, as in this case, the lime. You hear that with literally every fertilizer spreader. If you look up any random video on YouTube of a fert spreader, you'll hear this noise. Or something similar to this noise. If you fetch farmland in your game, you're going to build a suburb. Nice ad. I actually want to take a moment to what I want to do is, to send my condolences to the funky farmer who's recently lost his father, and I feel so very sorry for him and sorry for his loss. I really love the majority of his content, and I hope everything goes okay in the coming weeks and months for him. I hope things get better. I mean, they will get better. I hope so. I'm so sick of looking at and placing it. Yeah. I know that feeling, Patty. It's roads for me. Well, I'm still not working on Donetsk. Oh my god, it's getting so warm in here. I wish I had like a thermometer or something in here. That I could tell you exactly what temperature it is. I'm guessing it's bordering on 24 in here now. Maybe a bit higher. Definitely like mid-20s. Possibly up towards 30, and it's getting a bit humid as well because of me breathing and sweating and whatever, so it's this awful warm damp heat. I'm gonna have to go for a little walk after the stream, I think. I'm upstairs in my house or something. Yes! I live I'm in my bedroom essentially. Hang it. Best day we've had by far is, yeah, by a long way. It's beautiful weather, but my room does not appreciate extremes in temperature. If it gets warm outside, it gets very warm in here. And on the flip side, when it's cold outside, it gets very cold in here. Where did I stop spreading? Where do I need to go here now? There's lime there. There's no lime. Lime. No, oh, there's lime there. There is lime there, but I'm still quite... here, okay, lime... Lime... No lime. So I want to go up here-ish. So when's the stream extended? About 10 more minutes, Ad. You never got that texture mod working? What do you mean, a texture swap on a map? No, PC doesn't help cool things down on a day like today. It just about helps on a cold day to warm things up, but I usually have my heater on as well. But during the summer, this room gets unbelievably warm. And if things get much warmer than this, there will be streams where soil mod textures without soil mod. You can't really get them in without soil mod. You'll need to use GMK, which I really don't know how to install. I know how to disable it. I don't know how to get it in. There will be streams during the summer if it's much hotter than this. If there's a proper heat wave here, where I won't have the webcam on because I'll probably stream in my underwear or something. Because my room gets that hot that I literally need to wear as little as possible at times. And it still doesn't help much. There were days a year or two ago where I was literally like sat in my underwear, covered in a sheen of sweat. It was so hot in here. Yeah, luckily I've moved my desk since then, so I'm sat under the window now, which should, in theory, help a bit. I don't know if it actually will help a bit, but it should, in theory, help a bit. And no doubt when I finish the stream and go downstairs to get some more water, I'll get complained at because, oh, it's a lovely day, why haven't you gone outside? Because I've been doing things! But yeah, I kind of wish soil mod had a... I think there is a difficulty thing on soil mod, I think. A difficulty setting. I have never ever used it, but I think there is one. I could imagine Decker put one in. He's the kind of guy who strikes me as being the kind of guy who will put in like features that most people will never use because of the 6 people who probably will. And I'm just going with the stream until I see that it's hit 2 hours elapsed time. I don't know how long it's actually been going, unfortunately, because of all the issues I had, and that's a real shame. What does rolling field actually do? It, as far as I'm aware, it levels the seed bed and levels the ground, and just it compacts it down to where it's usually done on grass fields. And it's just to flatten the ground out so the machinery doesn't get damaged. 1 hour 45, so I'll go for another 15 minutes then. So it'll be 2 hours and however long. Because my elapsed time according to YouTube is 1 hour 53. That's where the disconnect is. So I'll go until like 20 past 5. Just so you guys get the full 2 hours, and I don't feel like I'm shortchanging at all. There we go, that's lime spread on this meadow. 2 more meadows to go and we're officially done with the lime spread. What do I want to do after that? I think once the lime is spread... Why does it say my details? It says I've been streaming for less than an hour? That's not correct. Actually, I think I might know. Demario, if you look at the details, it says when I started, but that doesn't ever update. So, you started watching when I was live for less than an hour. It will literally never update beyond that. Yeah, you need to reload it to get that to update. And it'll just say, like, started streaming an hour ago. Which is still incorrect, but it's more correct. It's a funny little glitch in the YouTube system. Like, you could watch a 72-hour stream and have it open for 3 days straight, and you started it when it just started, and it would literally just say, this stream started less than an hour ago for 3 days straight. You can never reload the page. You can go as far back as an hour 46 minutes. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So it's just an 11-minute or 9-minute discrepancy even. But I'll go until 20 past 5. Which is longer than I'd really like to, but I mean, I don't want to get you guys feeling shortchanged. The issue is I don't know if I'm going to get a race done for tomorrow in Project Cars. That's a legitimate concern because I was trying last night and just failing hard because I was overheating quite quickly. Not the car, me. I was overheating. I was struggling with the heat that was there last night because I was rendering at the time. I'll probably do the same tonight as I'll render and try and record, well, not record, but get a race done so that I can record it afterwards. It's actually suntan lotion I can smell. May well be that it's funny enough for people wearing suntan lotion. But Lord it is. Yeah, the reason I tend to use replays for the half-hour race is because I'm usually rendering something or other. Or doing something else while I'm recording. You're gonna get Project Cars, it looks like Forza. They're two slightly different games. Forza has a bigger car list and bigger track list. Project Cars is slightly, as far as I'm aware, slightly more realistic physics. Now if you want to get like a simulator style game, then maybe it doesn't have the greatest car list or track list, but is very, very sim oriented. Assetto Corsa is the way to go. That is challenging as all hell, and I might actually do a race on Assetto Corsa tonight instead of Project Cars to demonstrate that. Dang it. Because with Assetto Corsa, you need to kind of watch tire temperatures and watch engine temperatures and all that kind of stuff. Project Cars, you don't really need to do that all that much. Then again, I got damage turned off, so they might have changed the damage modeling slightly. Assetto Corsa has a bunch of free mods, yes. The only issue I found with Assetto Corsa mods is they, for some reason, I don't know why, they make my computer overheat quite drastically. Assetto Corsa is Assetto Corsa on consoles yet? I know it is planned to go on consoles. I don't know if it's on consoles yet. That said, if you want a really good sim on PC, or Factor 2, they have millions of mods. Automobilista is another good one. It's newer, but it's based on the R-Factor engine, so it's quality and stable and really good. And nice and challenging as well. It's based on the Brazilian stock car series, which is an odd thing for a game to be based on, but it's by versus game developer. Forza is Xbox exclusive. Technically yes, but Forza Apex is on PC now. Spin Tires, oh god, they're money grabbing. The Spin Tires devs are running out of money. If they're trying to bring it out on console before it's fixed on PC, they're running out of money and trying desperately to get more money in to fix things. Because Spin Tires has a great premise. It's got great ideas behind it, but it doesn't necessarily work as well as it should. And maybe the devs have run out of maybe the devs have run out of talent with Spin Tires. Like, I'm not saying they're bad devs. I'm saying maybe they've stumbled across something that they need to fix, but they don't have the knowledge to fix, or they're maybe not talented enough to fix. Yeah, that's why I don't have Spin Tires. It's just like, it's the entire game is drive around muddy map, collect timber. No. If I want a physics-based driving game, I'll get Wreckfest or BeamNG Drive. They're good physics-based driving games that have innovative aspects to them over like most racing games now. They've got more realistic damage and maybe too realistic. Off-road recovery would be a good idea. Yeah, they could do so much, but it's just like, well, we've decided this is our game, and really, Spin Tires strikes me as still being a tech demo. I mean, yes, there's gameplay, but it's just kind of, it's gameplay to show off the one physics thing they've come up with. Yeah, I mean, Spin Tires is a tech demo. It's not a game. They've got one mechanic, essentially, is you can drive around in mud. And that's what the entire game is look at our deformable terrain. Okay, what else have you got? Deformable terrain. No, seriously, what else does this game do? Deformable terrain. So this is a game somehow? Deformable terrain. Yeah, that's like Spin Tires is literally just a game about deformable terrain, because the developers came up with one innovative idea. I will not deny them that, but they kind of got a bit carried away with it, and that's their entire game now, is deformable terrain. And while it does deform realistically for mud, it's not a game, it's a tech demo. Like BeamNG Drive, I played the tech demo of that, and the tech demo felt more like a game than Spin Tires looks right now. I guess BeamNG can get away with just having the entire game being about, you know, we've got beam-based destruction of cars, and you know, there's different points that can be destroyed in different ways. BeamNG can get away with that because that's a singular focus that actually can work as a game, because they just put in Destruction Derby and hey, look, it's a game. Wreckfest is, I would count being on a similar par to BeamNG, and they do have more gameplay stuff coming in now. Because they've got, as far as I'm aware, in the last update or two, they brought in currency, and you can buy cars and upgrade cars and whatnot. So that's kind of turning into a fuller, more developed game, as opposed to just kind of a tech demo showing that they've got somewhat realistic physics. And to be honest, I think games like Wreckfest and BeamNG are very welcome in the grand scheme of things, because realistically they're showing off physics that will be in a lot of games in 5 or 10 years time. And it's good to see that, you know, the future of sim racing and sim gaming is pretty strong, looking at those physics of even spin tires. If you know, Farm Sim got together with the devs of spin tires, Reckless sound engineers deserve pay rise. Yeah. If Farm Sim, if Giants got together with the guys behind spin tires, Farm Sim would be the game that Agricultural Simulator always promised to be. Because AgriSim had a lot of promise, had a lot of potential. Because it did have the deformable terrain, it did have the better graphics, it did have this, it did have that. What it didn't have was reliability and optimization. If you had Farm Sim with something resembling spin tires physics, people would want to play a whole lot more Farm Sim, because that's exactly what people are clamoring for now. Now that you know, spin tires is the thing, is people want deformable terrain. An awful camera system, yeah. But people do want deformable terrain in a farming simulator. It's something that I think is necessary for it to be a true simulator, because I mean, you don't go out onto the field with a fertilizer spreader and expect for nothing to happen. You go out onto the field and expect to be compacting the field a bit. You know, that's just a fact. You don't go out onto a field shortly after rain with a combine harvester and expect to not have any problems. Yeah, you're gonna chew the ground up if you do that. That's a fact. Farm Sim? Nah, it's all good, bro. I know it was just raining 5 minutes ago, but the ground is perfectly dry and solid again. And you're not going to lose any crop yield whatsoever from the fact that it was raining literally 5 minutes ago. Or it's literally just stopped raining, you're still going to get full yield. Because you put down one single application of fertilizer. What kind of fertilizer did you put down? The fertilizing kind. Was it nitrogen based? Was it sulfur based? Was it potassium? Or was it phosphorus based? It was fertilizer based. So you don't know? No, I don't. Don't have a clue. That's the big issue I have with Farm Sim's basic physics and systems, is like, I put down fertilizer. What kind of fertilizer? Fertilizer. I sprayed fertilizer. Oh, cool. What kind of fertilizer did you spray? The fertilizing kind. Okay. Cutting crops of an image of rain collecting a field turning into a bog. That is realistic. You know, that's something that I want to see in Farm Sim. I'd like to see Farm Sim getting more into the sim kind of things. I know it's been very arcading. FS15, to its credit, and to Giant's credit, they are moving more towards the sim side of gaming, away from the arcade. This is more by default, Farm Sim 15 is more simcade than arcade. FS13 by default was arcade as well, although then became more of a sim and much more challenging. In any case, it has hit 5:20, and the apparent 9-minute discrepancy in times has been countered. So, I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Coldborough Farm. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.